coming up in this read. Somebody's not going to be able to pay you, Taurus. Taurus, if this is about a loan, do not lend anybody anything throughout the month of January. I am telling you that now for nothing. Taurus, let's do your general reading for January 2023. Don't forget to go check out your Moon, Rising and Venus placement reads for additional clarity. And please make sure that you read my description box and pinned comment below for information about me, the decks that I'm using, my upload schedule and private reading information. So to reveal the description box, if you're on mobile, then you click below where it says more, and do keep in mind that this is a general reading as well, so you only take what resonates for you, especially if you're cross-watching, so you can flip it, reverse it, take it or leave it. And finally, if you don't want to miss a video, then subscribe and stay notified. Right, Taurus, while I'm pulling your cards, I feel that this is a good opportunity to remind everybody that Jupiter is in Aries until the month of May, okay? So for you, Taurus and Taurus rising, it's going to indicate that your patience will be tested in more ways than one, okay? So the key is going to be to remain adaptable and try not to become annoyed at things that you hadn't planned for, right? Also, you're going to be uncovering lost treasures from deep in your psyche. So it's time for you to really embrace your powers and discover what it is that you really can do. And also avoid jumping back into the work grind until you've got a clear, like a crystal clear vision of what it is that makes you genuinely happy. Okay, right. So in your Lenormand, you've got message, main female, high honor, coffin, and main male. Okay, right, so there's a couple here, a main female and a main male. Okay, so Taurus, with this particular energy, I don't feel comfortable going any further until I clarify that coffin energy, because it's something ending. It's the end of a cycle. It could be the end of an era as well. But also with it being right next to high honor, it means that something's ending on a high note. Okay. Something has come to its natural end, and it's a good place to finish up there. Now, I don't know what that pertains to exactly, because I'm not psychic, I'm an intuitive reader. Something's ending on a high note. Why is coffin here, please? Thank you. Okay, Temperance, Ace of Wands, the Two of Coins, and the Nine of Cups. Yeah. Okay, so Taurus, whatever this is that's ending, is indicating that it's gone as far as it can possibly go, right? So to push whatever that is any further would be basically like trying to pull teeth, trying to get blood out of stone. It's definitely come to its natural end, and you've achieved everything that you possibly could out of that particular situation. I don't know for some of you if this is about a job or a career. Okay, you've got 7 of Coins under there. Harvest. So you're being asked to, whatever this is that's come to its natural end, to reinvest what you attained from that situation into something new. It could be an old investment, like, I don't know how that works. Like, say, for example, you've put down an investment on something, you've received your payout for that, and it's indicating that's the maximum amount that you're going to receive for that. If this is about a job that was more of like a dead-end job type situation where there isn't any hope of any kind of advancement or progression with that particular job or career, then it's indicating that the thing that you go into next, Taurus, is going to be like exponential compared to what it is that you're used to. And I feel that this is one of the things that you might not have planned for. So initially, it might well come as a bit of a shock. It might initially feel like it's the worst thing ever that could have possibly happened, but then the next door that opens immediately after this door closing is going to be the best thing that's ever happened to you anyway. So yeah, it definitely feels like short-term pain for the long-term gain, to be completely honest with you. Temperance, Ace of Wands, Two of Coins and Nine of Cups. Like, that's really analysing the situation and seeing it for what it is, which isn't a complete loss, because you've gained more than what you lost out of the situation. Something like that. Main male and main female. Now, this could be involving a couple. It could be involving a married couple. Again, like, really iffy with the court cards, if you will, because this is a general read. So you're the ones who will know, well, are you resonating with being the main female, or are you resonating with being the main male, right? You've got a message here. You have a message, and with it coming out with this feminine energy, it's a very gentle message. It feels like a gentle nudge in the right direction for you here, Taurus. And something about this message, this communication, is really requiring your attention. Now, it could also be indicating when you communicate with others, because again, I don't know if you're the main female or the main male. I don't know if it really matters that much either. So I'm just going to give you all the scenarios that I can see, right? When you're communicating with others throughout the month of January, it might be worthwhile taking into consideration the other person's feelings. So a more gentle, soft, caring approach is going to be really beneficial in your communications throughout the month of January specifically, okay? This could also be you, Taurus, as well, ending something deliberately, but ending it on a high note. So, for example, just to really pull a really super genetic example completely out of the sky. For example, let's imagine you've played a video game for a couple of years, you've loved it, you've gotten all the achievements that you could possibly get in it, you've done the grind, you know, you've got all the gear that you want, and all the rest. You've really loved and enjoyed your time spent on that game, and now it's time for a new game, right? So you're ending that old game on a high note, you're leaving it with happy memories, and now you're moving towards something brand new, a brand new game, a brand new chapter, you know, brand new adventure, like whatever words you prefer to put it in. It doesn't really matter. It's the energy that is the most important thing here, Taurus. Okay, it's the energy. Okay, so I'm going to pull some more cards because I feel that there is way more to this energy that I'm just not able to articulate right now. Right, so you've got the fish underneath the main male as well. It's beautiful. That indicates longevity, permanence, something that's going to last you a very long time, Taurus. So the moves that you're making at the beginning of this year are going to be super important, perhaps a lot more important than you might have anticipated. Okay, so everything that you do right now, Taurus, make sure you do it with good intent and do it deliberately, right? The fish can also indicate abundance. So for anybody who is struggling at the moment financially, it's indicating that those financial struggles are going to be very temporary. Because remember as well, and I strongly suspect, Taurus, that there is something about a career here. Definitely. You are advancing in your career, but it is going to require you closing out an old chapter first. What's going on for Taurus Collective, please? Can we have 2 for for the Taurus collective. Thank you. Ignoring. Okay, so I might have to clarify that one. Something's being ignored. Something you'd rather not look at. Or you feel that someone's ignoring you. Moving and bankrupt. Interesting how I recently just mentioned about financial struggles, and now you're seeing this. What's underneath that one? Child services. I feel that that's a concern for some of you. Some of you could be concerned that you're not able to provide adequately for your family. That's for a small handful of you, okay? Right, Taurus, do not ignore your finances, right? It's really unusual for a Taurus to do that anyway, to pretend that nothing's, nothing's wrong, because usually, Taurus, you're very savvy anyway, right? This could well be indicating to someone else that you're dealing with. I mean, you could be trying to tell somebody that you care about deeply, look, stop ignoring your financial problems, because it's only going to get worse, not better, if it's ignored. For the tiny handful of you where it's you that's struggling, possibly with the prospect of going bankrupt, then perhaps that is the natural ending that we were seeing. Maybe it needs to get to that point so that you can then pick yourself back up again. I mean, we've got ignoring, moving and bankrupt. For some, this could well be indicating that the place that you currently live at, the area that you currently live at, has become too expensive, perhaps. And to just ignore the fact that that area has become unlivable. If that was to be ignored any further, then the natural progression of that would be, of course, ending up bankrupt. For the rest of you where that energy isn't resonating, then it could be indicating to us that you might well have been ignoring a certain individual because they are morally bankrupt. So you see, bankrupt, it doesn't just have to be about physical money. It can be someone's morals as well. Like, you could be deliberately not having anything to do with a certain someone who is morally bankrupt. You might have moved away from them because you didn't want to have anything to do with the way that they move through life. You know, it could be, for some of you, it could be a parent with that child services being under there. Perhaps one of your parents was morally bankrupt and they didn't provide the care, the love and affection that perhaps you needed. So maybe they have come to a natural end without me saying too much. And, you know, it's opened up a lot of different things for you, because the feelings, the grief that you had to acknowledge while they were perhaps alive, you can no longer now ignore that. So it could be more to do with diving deep into the psyche of a person. Interesting messages nonetheless. So what I'm going to do, we will move these up here. And I'm going to start pulling some tarot. Okay, and we'll see if we can get deeper into this energy. What's going on, please, for our Taurus collective? Oh, okay. What is the situation? Why is the situation happening? And what is the potential outcome or guidance here, please, for our Taurus collective? What is the situation for Taurus, please? Okay. The Ten of Wands. The situation's weighing super, super heavy on someone's mind. I'm saying someone because obviously I don't know what side of the fence you're on for this particular situation, Taurus. You could be either or, right? It's weighing heavy on someone's mind. I feel with this one, Taurus, that somebody is needing to speak to someone, that they're needing to put down whatever burden this is that is being carried, because it's just too much. It's too much for one person to handle. Again, like, to go back to the finances thing, some of yous could be considering, if this is about finances and struggling financially, some of yous could be considering taking in like a housemate or a roommate or something like that, because mind, the Ten of Wands is all about delegating the responsibilities, sharing out the burden, as it were. Why is this happening, please, for Taurus? Okay. The Six of Coins. Six of Coins is why it's happening. Yeah. See, with this, it's not really balanced. You've got more coins on this side than you do on this side. So it's happening because, yeah, somebody is taking too much. Either someone's taking too much from you, Taurus, energetically or emotionally, or again with the finances thing, someone's taking too much off of you financially, and you're not being left enough to live with. What is the guidance here, please, or the potential outcome for Taurus? Your deck does feel particularly heavy as well. So this is going to be a great concern to the majority of Taurus throughout January. Definitely. Like, I have never felt this deck be so rigid and heavy, ever. There's the guidance, thank you. Seven of Swords, interesting. See, that's guidance or the potential outcome. Doing what you have to do to survive, with Justice at the bottom of the deck. But making sure that, obviously, you're not breaking any laws. I'm going to need to clarify this. This is weird. Why the Seven of Swords, please? That's like, see, in this particular context, that could be kind of like robbing Peter to pay Paul temporarily type thing. And then Justice is saying, look, Taurus, it is going to level out and balance out eventually. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. Why is the Seven of Swords here, please? This could also be as well, Taurus, that perhaps somebody lied to you about their finances. Maybe you have already taken somebody in as a housemate or something, and they have lied to you about their financial abilities. Or if you haven't taken them in yet and you're only at like the interviewing stage type thing, they might have lied to you at the house interview. Four of Cups. Somebody's not going to be able to pay you, Taurus. Taurus, if this is about a loan, do not lend anybody anything throughout the month of January. I am telling you that now for nothing, Taurus. Whether it be you lending someone money, you lending them your Hoover, you know, whatever it is, do not lend anything out. Don't do it. Because I'm feeling super, super strong with this energy that if you lend something out, or if you try and help someone out, it's going to backfire. It's going to backfire because you needn't to... I need to be careful how I say this, because it's going to sound really, really cold. It's not meant that way, Taurus. There needs to be self-preservation here that's taken into account, Taurus, right? So you cannot possibly help out someone else if you're not okay first, right? You need to make sure that you yourself have got enough before you can help everyone else. I mean, it's that the very fact that you're wanting to help someone indicates that you are such a caring, loving, beautiful human being, right? And you don't like to see anybody struggle. Like that's one of the main things that really pisses you off, is you having to witness someone else struggle. But the thing is, Taurus, right now, you're also struggling. Temporarily, yes. But the point is, you're still also struggling yourself. So you're not going to be in a position to help anybody else. They're going to have to ask someone else. They cannot ask you for your help. And this is going to be a model dilemma for you. Justice. This is a model dilemma, because this clearly is somebody that you care deeply, deeply about. You love them. You have a lot of compassion for this person. But you're not in the position to be able to help them. You've got the Chariot at the bottom of that deck. So zodiacs may or may not mean anything to you, okay? I just know that some people appreciate the zodiac information, right? You've got Sagittarius, you've got Moon in Taurus, you've got Aquarius with this Seven of Swords. I do believe it's Moon in Aquarius. You've got the Four of Cups, which is Cancerian. You've got Libra, and then Cancerian again with the Chariot, okay? A Chariot's about victory, forward momentum. It's also willpower. You, Taurus, this is one of the things that's going to be testing your patience. You're going to have to show a lot of willpower and restraint. I'm surprised that we haven't seen strength come out in your read throughout the month of January. Okay, willpower and restraint when it pertains to spending. Willpower and restraint when it comes to helping others. Okay. It doesn't make you a horrible person by not having the ability to help someone else. It makes you smart, because you really do need to take in that self-preservation into account. Okay. You have a healing message, please, for Taurus. See, with that Seven of Swords, I'll read you that one as well because it wants to come out. See, with that Seven of Swords, again, you don't have to tell everybody your business, okay? That can be the card of lies, trickery, betrayals, deceit, omission. It can also be somebody taking back what belonged to them in the first place. You see, with this combination with the Four of Cups with it, as that being your potential outcome or your guidance, you don't have to tell everybody all of your business, right? You don't have to tell anybody, the person who's asking you for help, how much your wages are each month, what your expenditures are each month. You can tell them as little as you like, okay? Four of Cups, rejection, right? So just bear that in mind. People are not entitled to your business, and nor should you feel bad for not giving them your business or your information or stuff like that, right? See, with this Seven of Swords, it's okay for you to omit. It's okay for you to omit during conversations where someone's trying to pry information out of you. You have a healing message, please, for Taurus. It's a strange read. Thank you. Right, so your first one that wanted to come out, divine will. Your life is unfolding in accordance to the divine will of your soul. Trust. Let go of fear and apprehension. You're protected and eternally blessed. Have patience. All manifests in perfect timing. So the brakes are being put on something here for you, Taurus. And the important word to remember is temporarily. The brakes are being put on temporarily. Okay. This is just a matter of waiting it out. And a message from afar. Message coming from afar, which is interesting because that was your first card out, the message. Expect positive and refreshing news, a great outcome for all. It's beautiful. So this could well be indicating, Taurus, that somebody that you live at a physical distance from is going to be extending a hand of help out towards you. Okay? It's beautiful. Really, really interesting energies there, Taurus. So yeah, that is what I have for you. It's up to you what you do with this reading, okay? Please remember, tarot is not a scapegoat. It is not a crutch. It's a guide. You're the one that's in charge of your destiny. If you feel that you could benefit from a personal reading that is catered more towards your own specific needs, then you can place your booking at phoenixkeiatarot.com. Thank you so much for watching. I hope everybody had a lovely Christmas, and I wish you all the very, very best for the new year as well. Okay, bye.